there guys, and welcome back. Well, it's that time again, and that time would be when you guys get to watch me being less than perfect and showing you all the tomfoolery that goes on in the shop, of course, while I'm working on a project or doing filming on the show. So sit back and let's enjoy blooper reel number 5. When you come across this, this was an Adirondack, let's start this segment over, Adirondack. Where do we start? We start by getting my Jeep keys off the bench. Take 2. Awful lot of shadow activity there. Anyway. So what we got now, let's try this again. I've got the surface sanding done, and it's really coming out really well. Let's start this over. Okay, and with that, you can see right here. Let me start this over. I've got the dado blade set up, and I've got it set to cut a 1/2 inch wide dado, or sorry, let me start this over. Dado. I'm going to go ahead and cut all of those now, and then we're going to move to the 45s. Wow. Oh, I feel a sneeze. Anyway. It's coming. There it is. There it is. Oh, God. I've got all the spline. Still laughing about my sneeze. Hang on. That was a 1/2 inch by a 1/4 inch, I believe. I'm going by memory now. But anyway, on the face frame, we don't need it as deep. So I've got the dado blade set up. I still want it to be 1/2 inch wide, but I only have it about 5/64 deep, just enough to get some 2mm glass in there for the front of this display case. So with that now, we're going to go to the table saw and we're going to cut those rabbets to accept the face frame glass. What would a blooper reel be without Bert jumping in? Nice. So now that we've got our face frame pieces cut to rough length, we're going to cut the rabbet that's required to accept the plate glass that will be in the front of the display cabinet. So the dado blade is set up, and we're going to run a 1/2 inch wide by 5/64 deep I'm just going to leave that and continue filming. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. We've got our face frame pieces cut to rough length, and now it's time to cut the rabbets in it to accept the glass for the front of the display case. So I've got the dado blade set up, and we're going to run a 1/2 inch wide by about 5/64 inch deep dado, or rabbet rather, in all of these pieces. It's just enough to accept some. Holy crap, we're going to start this again. All of the face frame pieces have been rough cut to length, and now what we need to do before we miter is, just like in the case itself, we need to cut that rabbet to accept, in this case it'll be the glass. So I've got the dado blade set up, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut a 1/2 inch wide rabbet into these pieces, but it only needs to be deep enough to accept some 2mm plate glass. So about 5/64 will get you there. So with that being said now, we're going to go ahead and cut those rabbet joints, or rabbet cuts. Crap. Maybe I just talk too much. Maybe that's it. Maybe I should just shut up and just do the work and stop talking. All the face frame pieces are cut to rough length, and now it's time to cut the rabbet in them that will accept the glass. So I've installed the dado blade into the table saw, and we're going to cut a 1/2 inch wide rabbet, but it only needs to be thick enough or deep enough to accept some 2mm plate glass. So that's about 5/64. So we're going to go ahead and cut those rabbets, and then we're going to move on to mitering. Hey, did it. Didn't even screw that one up. Did you see that little Jedi thing at the beginning? The dark side. The next step I want to do in this case is I want to route a finger pull or a little cove at the back end, or it'll be the bottom front or back. Let's start this over. The next thing I want to do is on the bottom end of the lid, I want to route a finger pull, and by doing that, or in order to do that, I've got a cove bit in my router table. Now I'm going to try to explain how I'm going to do this here, and hopefully you're going to follow along. Our case here, in this particular case, that sounds stupid. Our case in this case, start over. We're all crooked here. There we go. So I've shown you what the pattern looks like, and I'm just going to get a close-up here so you can see the lines. And what you want to do is start this clip over, because I'm an idiot. Great year of woodworking videos. Let's carry on that through into 2015, and let's see what that has to bring. Guys, we're going to see you next week with yet another woodworking video. Ah, damn it. I was so close and I got to the end and then I screwed it up. 15, looking forward to what this year of woodworking videos has to offer. So guys, thanks for watching, and we're going to see you again next week with another woodworking video. I did it again. Video. Start it over. Hey there guys, and welcome back. On this week's show, we're going to be making a spoon. A spoon? What the hell's that? Say that again. It's not that big of a deal. But I've got my compass set to draw an 1.5 inch circle. And I think I said earlier that I would really like to have the head of the spoon to be 1.5 inches. So just by lining up your compass, just draw a, sorry, I slipped there. By lining up your compass, just draw, by lining up your compass, just draw, Jesus. One moment, please. I can feel a sneeze coming. Woo. And there you have it. Well, there's the dado. You can see it there. Now this is the rocket science part. I'm sure that you could figure this out without me, but hey, good thing I'm here, eh? Anyway, nice laugh. Let's start this segment over again. So what's going on here is that I purchased a package of 10. You know what? I was looking over there at first. So let me just start this over. cold. Well, the first thing that we want to do, of course, is we want to get one of our clamps. And we're going to have to take a couple measurements. And for that, we're going to head over to the bench, and I'm going to show you where to start. That was a really bad segment. Trying to watch the wood stove, make sure it's burning all right. I'm freezing my nads off. Well, one of the first things that you want to do is you want to decide how many of your clamps you want on this rack. This is a set of 10, so I'd like to get all 10 on there. So I've got my hand screw clamp here just to help secure this board, and what you want to do is you want to attach all of your clamps onto this board. And the reason you want to do that, of course, is you want to get the optimum length now of what it's going to take to hang all of these clamps onto this board. So I'm just going to quickly snap all of these on here, and then we're going to get the length that we are going to, yeah. Well, like I said earlier, I don't have much real estate here, so this section right here is really, I can't see the screen. Let's turn the screen around so I can see what I'm talking about. Sorry about that. Take two. Let's start the whole damn clip over. Hey there, guys, and welcome back. Can you see that? I think it's a little chilly in the shop today. Let's try this again. Well, it's been a while and we're back. And what we've got here now is the... I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hang on. Well, it's been a little while and... Let's look over there. Well, it's been a little while and we're back. Well, hey there, guys, and welcome back. On this week's show, we're going to be messing up our intro. Wow, that's really bright. What's that light flashing? Battery. Okay, and we're back. And truth be told, it's actually been a week. I didn't get a chance to get back to it the next day, so it's a week later. And I'll start off this show, or this segment, by restarting it because I just screwed up. And there you have it. Blooper reel number 5. Well, you know what? They say to err is human, and if that's the case, then that makes me superhuman. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you again next week with yet another woodworking video.